I'm Debbie Peveril, and you're listening to the weekly tip from basicboardgovernance.ca. Today I'm starting a series on how we make policy in general, how groups do it, how families do it, how anybody does it. And the first step, which is what I'm talking about today, is determining what policies are needed. So there's all kinds, we could probably talk about this for a long time, but what I'm looking at is we use policies in our governance model for the board to lay out the strategic direction and let everybody else know how we're going to get where we want to go. So what we would look at in each organization is what areas of operations need policies so that people consistently do things the same way and so that people do the right things all the time. We don't want to burden the group with all kinds of policies that don't matter. We want to have as few policies as possible, but we want them to be policies that people understand, that they can follow, that they can see as being essential. So first step is identify what areas need policies. So simplest example I can think of is safety. Most groups have safety to consider. I'm pretty sure that every not-for-profit group wants to keep their customers, their employees, their stakeholders safe. There is also safety legislation in most jurisdictions, and most organizations, I'm hoping, have a policy of agreeing to adhere to all laws. It's pretty low standard laws. We're not talking ethics or whatever, we're just talking laws. So looking at the safety, one of the first things you see typically in safety legislation is that there needs to be a committee. So you have a policy, we need a safety committee. Then from that basic policy, you would develop who has to be on it, what groups should be represented, how often do they meet, what are they in charge of, what are they responsible for, what are they supposed to do, term limits, meeting rules, all that kind of stuff. But there could be all kinds, and there will be all kinds of safety policies, but it starts from the basic one that we want to be compliant with the rules. What do we have to do to be compliant with the rules? Okay. So this is the first step in our list of tips about policy development.